I had a very eventful past week as far as fragrances go. A lot of nice wearing experiences. Let me share with you guys my fragrance rotation for this past week. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to NTFG Reviews. I'm your boy Nate the Fragrance Guy, and today I have my weekly rotation from the week of January 12th to the 18th, I believe. Yeah, the 12th to the 18th. Let's get into it. So Sunday, starting out the week, what was I doing? I actually went rack store hunting. You ever be on YouTube and you just see people rack store finds? They have videos and stuff, and you think like, I wonder if that's at my rack store. So I just got up and went to the rack stores. I had like a nice little self day. It was to myself. I was by myself. I went and ate at a restaurant, just chilling by myself. Nice, pretty much day. Sometimes you got to do that. Just go out by yourself. Just have time to yourself. You don't have to be with your girl or your friends all the time. Just take some time to yourself. It's needed. But I wanted to get my first official wearing of this fragrance that I just got in last week. Montel Oud Pashmina. This is an amazing oud rose vanilla fragrance. So good. I had wearing experience with this before because I had sampled it, but as soon as I smelled it, I knew I wanted the fragrance because it's a very, I'm not gonna say it's a very mass appealing, but if you're into that oud rose style of fragrances, this is a very easy wear, easy, cool fragrance. It's not animalic at all. The oudiness is very similar to the oud you'll find in like Arabian Sanka. That easygoing Montel, smooth, sweet. The vanilla in here gives it a lot of sweetness, and then the rose is really nice. It's not too dominant. It's a nice combo. Like everything is super well balanced, and then it's musk in here as well. So the notes is oud, rose, and musk, and vanilla. So the musk gives it a slight. It's not fresh, but it gives it a slight freshness in the like bare dry down, But this is really nice. Oud Pashmina, really dope, and the performance is really great too. It's not like Arabian Sanka, like that's beastly, but it's not far from that. I got easy 8-9 hours on skin longevity, and it was projecting pretty nicely. But the sillage on this thing was really nice. It's a beautiful fragrance. Try it out if you're into that oud rose. If you like any kind of oud style fragrance, this is gonna be very easy to like. And it gets compared a lot to Ombre Nomad from Louis Vuitton, which I get that comparison. It did remind me of that because I have a small decant of Ombre Nomad. But Ombre Nomad is not super, but it's a lot more animalic than this. Like the oud and the rose in that fragrance and the leather in there. It's like, it's there. It's pungent. It's powerful. This has a leather vibe to it too. That's why it gets compared, because like there's no leather in here. But like when I smelled this, I picked up on some leather. I don't know. It may be the way the musk is coming together with that oud or the rose or something like that. I don't know. But this is a vibe. I'll say if you like Ombre Nomad, this is a nice alternative if you can't afford it. It's smoother, probably easier to wear, and it's cheaper. This is on discount. It's for like $75. And the quality is there, guys. It's there. It's Montel. Coming in Monday, starting off the work week, I usually have my go-to work fragrances, but knowing I wanted to do a weekly rotations this week, I tried to switch it up. And then I wanted to wear fragrances that was recently added to the collection. This is a freshie, but it's not a freshie I will wear to work like all the time. But this is nice. This is a great fragrance. This is Lattafa's Art of Wood. And this takes that Perseus DNA from Parfums de Marly and adds vanilla to it just to make it like even more mass appealing. Because that Parfums de Marly, the original DNA, it's a very fresh, vibrant, citrusy, vetiver, woody kind of fragrance. It was, people like try to say it's like PDM's version of Terre d'Hermes, but it doesn't smell like that, but they're similar. But this takes that DNA and then adds vanilla, and it gives it like a creamy, sweet woodiness The vetiver in here is really, really nice. It's not even like a super, earthy vetiver. It has some earthiness to it, but it's more of like a clean, nice, woody vetiver. Freshness, I think some pink pepper in here. This is just a really nice, fresh, all year round freshie. I would say you could wear this 365 days of the year because of that vanilla. If it was just like a freshie, I would say spring, summer, fall, but you could pull this off in the wintertime because it has that sweetness, and it's giving it that like some backbone and some creamy woodiness with the fresh spiciness and the freshness and the little earthiness. This is a great fragrance, guys. I was pleasantly surprised by this performance. I got over 8 hours, projecting really nice. It's a Lattafa, and it's the Pride line, so I think they put a little extra effort into their Pride line. But Lattafa's Art of Wood, if you're a fan of that Perseus DNA, you gotta try this out. You have to. It's really good. Nice twist. I like the twist on this. Tuesday, I wanted to dive deeper into my Yom and Leo Discovery set. And I think this is one I'm gonna buy the full bottle of first because it's just so good and it's so close to the original. I've tried the original. I have samples of the original. It's close. This is Yom and Leo Love Again. Love Again. And this is their interpretation of Louis Vuitton lovers, LV lovers. And man, this is so good. This is really, this is one that just blew me away how close it was. It was already good before I even smelled the original lovers because it's just a nice, fresh, green, ginger. It has ginger, galbanum. What else is in here? Some other stuff. Sandalwood, cedar. Like it's just a nice, woody, fresh, green, citrusy, clean kind of fragrance. Masculine. I mean, even a woman may be able to wear this, but I feel like it's leaning masculine. It's a pleasant fragrance. But then I got some samples of LV lovers, and to see how close it is, it's insane. Like the differences, it's not even worth saying the differences because it's extremely minute. And the performance on this thing definitely outweighs the Louis Vuitton because this is an extrait de parfum like Yom and Leo does, and the quality is just there to me, like in the same space as the LV. It's just a really good fragrance. I really love this one. If you haven't tried LV lovers, if you have a Louis Vuitton or any kind of high-end area mall or something, go try it out. Try to get a sample. It's not nothing that's gonna be like super crazy. It's not even Louis Vuitton best fragrance, or it's just a really simple DNA that just works and it smells really, really, really good. So I'm really feeling this one. Love Again from Yom and Leo. This was really nice. Oh, I had to speak on something because when I wore this, that's why it was a really nice experience. It was a funny experience. So I sprayed up before I go to work, but I like to spray. I hit the Wawa before I go to work. I hit Wawa, get a coffee or water, but I spray before I go into a Wawa, and then by the time I get to work, which is about 10 minutes, my fragrance just kind of calmed down. It's like, because when you first spray that initial opening, it'd be a lot. And I'm a heavier sprayer sometimes. Sometimes I go a little overboard. It depends on the fragrance. Sometimes I know, okay, let me chill. Sometimes I'll just, and then you be done and you just throw an extra 2 on or something. So I sprayed up. I went into the Wawa and I held the door for the lady because she had stuff in there and coming out. And even if she didn't, that's just what I do. But older woman, she was like, "Oh, thank you, baby." Older women, they always call you baby and sweetie pie. And then as she's coming into the walkway, because if you know Wawa's the door, and then it's a little walkway, and then there's another door to go outside. But she got into that little space in between doors, and I guess she just got engulfed by the sillage of this thing. And she was like, she cursed. She was like, "Oh shit, oh that's you, baby. Damn, you smell good." And I just couldn't do nothing but laugh. It was just so funny because her reaction was like crazy. She's like, she loved this. Like she smelled it in the air, and I guess she just it really gave her that. It just blew her mind. I guess, I don't know. This smells really good, guys. You got to try it out. But that's Love Again. That was a good story. Funny story. Hump day, Wednesday. Looking forward to the week being over. But I just went with a old oldie but goodie. Club de Nuit Intense, man. My big 200 ml EDP. This is still good to me. I will always wear this. I'm about 70 ml left is right under this charm. I would say that's about 75 ml. It's not right at the half, so it's not 100 ml. And I'm mad because my charm broke. The little charm connecting it to the thing. Because I always had, I'm like, everybody charm broke. Every time somebody showed this in a video, their thing broke. And I'm like, I had my bottle for over a year now. I still haven't broke. And it breaks. It broke like a couple weeks ago. But I don't care. This thing is it's just good. It's a good twist on it's a good twist on Creed Aventus. It just is. It's a good clone of Creed Aventus. I mean, after that opening, it gets close to Creed Aventus. It's not one-to-one spot on. Obviously, it's better clones out there. But like I always said, I smelled this before Creed Aventus. So this was my Creed Aventus. And then I smelled Creed Aventus, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what people saying. But I had no problem with this and the lemon opening and this, that, and the third that people complain. This smelled amazing when I first smelled it. So this is my first love. Club de Nuit Intense, man, EDP. Thursday, I wanted to get a little spicy. Ending of the week, I was getting excited. So I went with something I haven't worn in a long time. Al Hermane's Detour Noir. And this bottle's almost halfway out. You put a nice dent in this one. I used to wear this a lot. And this is another one. Not a super spot on clone. I would give this like 85%, maybe close to that 90. But there are better clones than Layton out there. But this is just a more mass appealing one if you ask me. If you like that Layton DNA, because Layton is sweet. You get that apple, vanilla, cardamom. It's sweet, spicy, warm, but there's also a lot of aromatics and an aromatic touch to Layton too, like with that lavender and the citruses. So it can get a little herbal, not too earthy, but like just that lavender gives it a certain vibe, and it cut through that sweetness and kind of makes it more aromatic. But this doesn't have that much of that. You get a touch of those citruses and the aromatics, but this is heavier on the cardamom, apple, and vanilla forward. You know, it's focusing on that sweetness of Layton. It's very sweet, but it's very good. This is sexy. It literally smells like, you know, like people say that apple pie, but this Detour Noir specifically really smells like that warm, spicy apple pie, cinnamon, just all of that. It's just so good. It truly is, but you do get a hint of that lavender, but it's not nowhere as near as much as the OG Layton. But I like that. I like the twist because I have Layton, so I don't need the closest dupe to Layton no more. So I stick to. I don't need no other dupe. I like the twist on this. I like the super ramped up vanilla sweetness in this, sexy mass appealing. This could be date night. This could be casual. This could be clubbing if you want. Whatever you want. It's just a really nice fragrance. And performance is very long lasting. This is a nice one, and the sillage is nice. Projection, it pumps off the skin really nice, at least for me. Detour Noir by Al Hermane. Now Friday was Friday. It's crazy because Friday, my days was so smooth up until Friday. Friday, if you don't know, I drive the bus for New Jersey Transit, city driver. So whatever city bus you may have, ours is called New Jersey Transit. So many people on the bus. I was extremely late. It was terrible Friday. Like every trip I couldn't catch up. I was late the whole day. Like everybody was just outside catching a bus for some reason. But I was excited for Friday, so I pulled out one out that I haven't worn in a long time. I haven't even worn it this fall or summer yet. I've been sleeping on this one. So I decided to show some love. And I went Prada L'Homme Intense. Prada L'Homme Intense, man. And it's crazy because this is like one of my favorite out of those iris style of DNAs. I love Valentino 1 Intense too. Obviously Jerome Intense, but it's something about the Prada L'Homme Intense that just, I don't know, it does something. You know, the leather, the tonka bean, the iris. This one is so smooth and warm and spicy, sweet. And then you get out of this, I get a slight freshness, like in a very, very dry down. Obviously, it gets kind of close to, for me, it gets kind of a lot of hints of that original Prada L'Homme, like some freshness is in here, but maintaining that warm, spicy, sweet, powdery iris style of fragrance. And the iris in this is not too powdery, it's not too chalky or like the DHI or anything. That's why I like this and Valentino 1 Intense, because the iris is done very, very smoothly, very like creamy, powdery, slightly makeup baggy. It's really nice. So Prada L'Homme Intense, man, nice performance as well. This is really good, and it's discontinued, but you can find bottles of it on discounters for about $110-ish. And at that price, I would say pick it up. It's not that bad. I got this for $55 and it was full, literally brand new. Yeah, that was a good deal. But Prada L'Homme Intense for Friday. And then to end up the week, Saturday, I decided to wear one that I just bought. This is a fragrance I bought when I went out to rack stores on, what was that, Sunday. I picked this one up. It was $70. And I'm like, should I pick this up for $70? But then I look online. Joma had it for like $85. And Fragrance Buy was sold out, but you can still see what they had it priced at. And it was $69, $80 something, like weird prices because they got the Canadian conversion. So yeah, it was, usually I shop at Fragrance Buy anyway, so if I was to buy this fragrance, I would be buying it at basically $70 anyway. And I'm right down the street from my house. I'm at the rack, so I ain't gotta wait for shipping, handling, pay for shipping. So I just went with it. But we talking Ralph Club Elixir, and this, jeez Louise, this fragrance, I would say is top, I want to say top 3, but I have to go and smell the elixirs, at least that I have, or that I know, like that I've smelled before. I have to re-smell, but I would put this top 3 elixirs. And it's crazy because this don't get no love when you talk about that elixir flanker, like for all the, you know, different companies, fragrance houses. Nobody talks about Ralph's Club Elixir, and it's so good. Whew. This is another iris style of fragrance, but it's no iris, it's orris. So it's orris in here, patchouli, lavender. Is very aromatic, like fougere kind of vibes, like with the earthiness and woodiness like that, but it's very spicy and warm too, and you get some sweetness out of this. So it's like a creamy iris, sweet, spicy, warm, but then it gets very earthy, slightly dirty, and not in a bad way like dirty, but just like it's earthy, you know, but it's not too earthy, but it gives that vibe. Like, this is really good. It's really good. I got to do a full review on it. Performance was good, and this is like a nice masculine, mature scent. Like a lot of young guys, that's probably why it hasn't got the hype like a lot of the elixirs. It's not super sweet or ramped up with the vanillas and the ambers. You're not gonna get that out of this. This is a grown man scent, and I like it. I really do. It's fitting, dressed up, nice tux or something, or a suit going out, real sexy, grown up kind of vibe. This is nice. Ralph's Club Elixir, really nice. Underrated, slept on. Gotta try it out. But that's it, guys. Those were my weekly fragrance picks for last week. Hopefully I'll do one of these again soon. I like doing this, but and it forced me to step out of my comfort zone, because like I said, when I know I'm doing this, I try to not just wear the everyday work freshies, 5 rotation of freshies that I got that I just wear for work or something like that. Other than the fragrances I wore on the weekend. If this was done like how I would usually wear fragrances, you'll get 2 different fragrances on the weekend. That'll be something, special like this or something. And then the rest of the days will be just like stuff like this. Or stuff like this. Mason Amber, Salvo Intense. Like, I just wear freshies to work. But doing these videos stepped me out of that comfort zone, forced me to wear different stuff. So I like that. So let me know what you guys wore this past week, or if you had any of these fragrances or tried them, if you like them, don't like them, how you feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Nate the Fragrance Guy, and I'm signing out.